Good evening, kindred kind. Welcome to NearDark Studios' Vampire the Masquerade, V5, Chicago by Night, NOIR Chronicle. Before we get into the recap, let's go around the table and introduce our kindred for tonight.
Gilbert Knox, Clan Ravnos.
Seamus O'Donnell, the Learned Clan.
Titus Freeman, Clan Gangrel.
Ilona Vochta, Clan La Sombra.
My name's Elijah Israel, or by my Twitch handle, Panoy Boy. I'll be your storyteller this evening. Tonight is our final episode in this short series of NOIR. So I hope you sit back and enjoy tonight's story. When we last left our coterie, Titus, and well, our little investigator here, decided after the post office to go visit Marie's, where our La Sombra and Ravnos, decided to take matters to their own hand to apprehend Nathan and Hank that are currently awaiting in rooms, unaware of the situation that's waiting for them outside of Marie's. As Seamus and Titus bust through the door, screaming that the Chicago PD is here. They may have just interrupted Alona's and Gilbert's plans to apprehend their victims. So without further ado, let's start the night off with some combat. All right.
All right, well, before I even enter the room, I'm going to use Fata Morgana, and I want to make myself look like Prince Loden.
Okay. All right. So I do need composure and awareness, and it will be static numbers.
All right, so that's 5 for me.
5.
I'm going to do my rouse check for my discipline as well.
All right.
I believe it's 1. I go up 100.
Okay. Seamus, your static number?
For turn,
Yes.
what was it again? It's
Your composure, awareness, just a static pool.
3.
3.
That's right. Everyone's 5 except for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lana, you're at 5.
And I am also 5.
Okay. So, this is how we'll do this. Since both Alona and Gilbert were in the room, we are going to, originally, we're going to go with them first, and then following Titus and then Seamus last.
So,
Okay. Alright, so the two of you are both at your doors. You just heard Titus and Seamus scream that this was a raid, I believe, for
Correct.
This is Chicago PD. Gilbert, you're up first. What would you like to do?
All right, so I would have used Fata Morgana. I
right.
want to make myself look like Prince Loden.
Okay.
So I just saw him at Elysium.
Alright.
So I'm gonna kind of clear my voice. My city, my city. This is my city. Close enough. All right, and I'm gonna open up the door and I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. Alright, as you walk in, you see the individual in the room that's currently gagged and tied up. He's currently in the buff, laying on the bed in a very provocative position. Currently, his rear side is facing you.
And do I see a woman in the room?
No, unfortunately, there's no one else in the room. He's currently by himself.
It's just him.
Yes.
I'm going to walk over towards him,
Okay.
and I'm going to look at him.
Well, his face is buried into the bed.
Is he completely restrained?
He is completely restrained. His ankles, his hands are tied behind his back. He's currently gagged.
Well, this was fucking pointless. I'm gonna drop the facade And then I'm gonna look at you, poor sop. Made this too damn easy. I'm gonna pull his head up. You look at me.
Saliva's currently dripping down his mouth.
Just wait a little bit. It's only gonna take a little bit. All right. So just calm down. Put it back down. Is there any belts around me?
There's a couple restraints in the room.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a belt.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it around him, and then just hold it until he blacks out.
He is completely incapable of defending himself, so with ease you take him out.
All right. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Fata Morgana again.
Okay.
All right, do not roll for hunger for that one. And I'm going to make him look like a coat.
Okay.
Make him look like a rolled up, like a coat.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to throw him over my shoulder. Like I have a coat over my shoulder.
All right.
And then I'm just going to walk out.
Okay. All right, that's your turn. Alona, you enter into your room?
You said we heard the LAPD thing?
Correct.
Or Chicago PD?
Yeah.
Can I roll see if that... Which one yelled it?
Dude.
Oh, you clearly...
I know it's Titus. Do I have to roll for
yes,
that?
yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, then I'll go ahead and enter into the room.
Okay.
What do I...
So, as you enter the room, you notice that this individual is sitting at the foot of the bed, putting on his shirt, starting to button it back up. He gives you this strange look. He has acne scars across his face, swept to the side brunette hair, dark eyes. Who the fuck are you?
I don't know if you heard, but the police are here. I was hoping I could hide in here. I didn't realize someone was in the room. Is it alright if I stay in here?
Go ahead and give me manipulation and subterfuge. And with the current circumstances, though, why don't you go ahead and add another die to your pool?
Ooh.
That's a good roll. Ooh.
Is that 6?
Okay, I'm pretty sure you beat him. All right.
Yay.
Do you I guess you work here?
No, I'm just a visitor.
All right, just stay down. And you notice that he goes to the coat rack and takes the belt off of the coat rack and starts putting around him. You see holstered to the side is a pistol. He pulls out his firearm and is starting to head towards the door.
Okay. I would have the machete. He says a machete.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
It is a Bowie knife.
A Bowie knife.
It's a big blade.
All right, I want to approach him from behind stealthily.
Mm.
So, do you want me to roll for that?
He's
Quietly push
currently
behind him?
distracted right now, but go ahead and do a dex and stealth.
Ain't big enough to sever a spine, that's for sure.
That's just a 1. Sever his spine. I don't have that kind of power. Okay. Right
You
through.
mean you didn't build a combat-based character?
All right. So, tie goes to my player.
Oh, okay. How is it like this long? A Bowie knife? How big is
A
this?
Bowie knife is like it's like a Crocodile Dundee blade.
It's pretty decently sized blade.
This is
Okay, so I want to come up behind him. I'm going to try to quickly pull up to his throat and
So you're gonna try to slit his
slit
throat.
his throat.
Okay.
I'll do it.
So why don't you go ahead and give me a dex and melee? And since you did pass your stealth check, go ahead and add an additional die to your
Definitely have to use a willpower for this, probably.
to your pool.
A 1. So,
A 1.
willpower. 2 for 1.
You said you had additional die.
I did.
You have 2 altogether?
Yes, I have no melee.
It
I was not
feel
expecting to have to do this.
God damn it. Why do you don't want to tell me that you can't use a knife?
Okay. You got a 2.
I mean, anyone could use a knife. It's just, yeah, I got 2. Or a
Alright.
1. I got a 1.
Okay. As you come up behind him, you're not too used to this sort of work. As you bring the knife up to his throat, you cut a pretty decent cut across his throat. You don't go in deep enough to where he's gurgling up blood, but it's a pretty mortal wound, something that he would need to get treated. Bitch! And he takes his firearm and he cocks it, and he turns towards you.
Uh-oh.
And I believe that is your turn.
That is my turn.
Throw it.
All right. Titus. Currently standing in front of you is a very beautiful, naked, dark complexion female. She has dark hair, dark eyes. She is walking towards your way, and she looks a little agitated.
All right. This is very important. Do I notice anyone that would have been at the docks in the crowd?
Not at the moment. There's not a crowd. There's just her in the room that you can see. You did hear... actually, let's see if you did hear this. Why don't you go ahead and give me a wits and awareness. This does not go towards your turn.
Both of us or just me?
Just you.
Just me. And is there a way to fail this roll?
It's more or less like, depending on how many successes, I'll tell you what you hear.
I heard 2.
You heard 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you could hear a door swing open fast. The lock mechanism's undoing and opening. You're not too far from the corridor where they're currently at.
But there's a woman walking towards us.
Correct.
Alright, well, I suppose I would go to meet her part ways with the detective, of course.
Okay. So are you coming up hostile?
No,
Or are you...
not hostile, just curious.
Curious?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking for a man who's supposed to be here.
Okay. So you approach Maria.
That's right.
All right. What would you like to say?
Because did the book have the names Hank and Timothy?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yes, it had the names and profiles of the individuals.
Evening, ma'am.
Can I help you?
Maybe you can. We are looking for some patrons that are supposed to be at this venue.
Depends who you're looking for.
Nathan and Hank.
It's rather popular tonight. They are currently occupied right now.
And where would they be occupied at currently?
Well, I would have to ask the two of you to leave my establishment.
We are under the jurisdiction of the Chicago Police Department.
Manipulation and subterfuge, please.
I love how the not cop is talking.
It's his turn. I don't have a turn.
But you're with him, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I would love to say anything, but I don't think it's my
you can
turn.
interrupt me. You can interrupt me anytime. Because I'm rolling 2 of them.
Why don't you just let him play his character and stop trying to do it for him?
She has to
Mind
be
your own
a
business.
A 1?
That's right.
Okay. Really? See, I know who's on the force. They come here quite a bit.
Yeah.
And my childhood is quite connected. You wouldn't happen to be trying to lie to me right now.
Child.
I'll pull out my badge.
Wait.
Mom, I'm gonna have to ask you to step aside and let us do our job. Maybe put some clothes on.
Shameless. I believe
Nothing wrong with it. It's just
she may be part of our community.
is she?
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Is she gonna do something now?
If it is a mental ability, you have to let me know. Huh. Oh.
I haven't heard that
Wait,
sound in a
wait.
long time.
Wait,
It haunts me.
Just so you know, I showed my badge.
That was a death maraca.
That was a death blow.
Dex and athletics.
Oh, thank God. Is it a mental dex?
I don't think so. I think that's bad.
Dex and athletics?
Yes. I need you two to beat 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's good. I can't do that. Wow. What's that like?
I beat it, but I still have one more die to roll. So 8.
All right. This is what happens. You see her deliver a sweeping kick, missing Titus completely. As she misses, she comes back and then whirlwinds it back and takes her heel and plants it dead center next to his temple. How many did you get?
1.
1. Okay, you go flying into the wall and you take 6 superficial damage.
Alright.
Oh.
Is that how we're going to do it then?
So it appears our ruse is not necessary with it.
I'm going to say this one more time. You are going to leave my establishment.
Well, ma'am, I wish we could, but we are on official business from the prince.
Really now?
Yeah.
All right, that is the two of your turns. It's going to go to the mobster that's currently with Ilona. Ilona, Dex and Athletics, please.
Sweet Jesus.
1.
Tie goes to my player.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus, I didn't like that smirk.
As he brings up, holding his neck, his firearm and fires off a couple shots, he whiffs them completely, firing them into the wall. And you notice that he starts to click as his firearm appears to be empty. And it goes to Gilder.
Yeah, I hear the shots then.
You all could hear this
As soon as I hear the shots, I'll run across the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to kick the door in.
Okay.
And as soon as I go into the room, I would assume I would see Ilona taking cover and this man bleeding from his neck.
Correct. Yeah, you
Right.
you still currently have your person in tow.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So as soon as I would do that, I'd look towards Ilona. And what is she? So what exactly is she doing?
She's in a bit of a defensive position. Someone just shot, a firearm near her.
So I would look towards Ilona, and I'd be like, my knife! My knife!
How far were you?
I just came in the door. I would have moved right to you.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, did you want to throw it to me?
Yeah, I was going to throw it at you. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll do the normal thing.
All right. So
normal.
see, Ilona hands you the knife.
I would have. So I grab.
That was a perfect moment. My knife.
Grab my
Throw
bow.
over it!
I grab my bow and I go ahead. I'm gonna throw it right towards him.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me. Let's go ahead and make this a Dex and.
I'll never forgive you.
Dex and. I want to do Dex and melee.
Dex and melee. Okay.
I hope you botch it and hit me.
You can either do Dex and melee and Dex and athletics, wherever's the highest one. And any specialty die you have, you can add it to it.
Well, if you don't know this, Gilbert is practices throwing knives quite often. One of my pastimes is going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna burn a willpower just to see if I can get more. That's
Wow.
4.
4.
Who's playing?
You take your Bowie knife and plant it dead center in the middle of his forehead. It launches in deep, and you watch him fall forward, and as he does, he hits the ground, and the Bowie knife drives even further into his skull and back out his head.
Walk over to him.
What's our hunger at?
Mine's at 1.
Mine's at 1.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab the knife. Oh, yeah.
Kindred, it's been a rather long night. Can you please give me rouse checks?
Oh,
All right, rouse check.
yes. Thank you, Jeeves.
Alright.
I'll go up a hunger.
Alright.
Same.
When's the warning time for? Let you know when my hunger's
Where you at?
3.
Okay.
What is it, warning time?
I'm looking towards Alona. Did you get shot?
No,
I heard a volley of bullets.
no, I'm fine, but what are we going to do about this mess?
Well, other than him bleeding all over the place, any rugs or anything in the room?
Any rugs?
Any rugs?
There are bed sheets.
Yeah, I'll just wrap up some bed sheets. We want to take them out with us.
Bed sheets? What color are they?
They're white.
Really?
Well, they're kind of white.
I don't think that's the best plan. If I pop my head out, can I see a rug in the foyer or the hallway or anything?
It is carpeted, but there's no like any lay down rugs or anything like that. You could see maybe out towards where the hookah is in the lounge area.
Does it still look like he's holding a coat?
Yeah.
Yes, I would need a contested roll for that to see through the illusion.
What's the contest?
Do you have Osmix, don't you?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So you're going to have to give me... and forgive me. I have my chemistry here for you.
I'm also going to say something that's really dumb. I feel dumb for not knowing this.
What's that?
Were showers a thing during this time, or were they
Yes.
just baths?
They had showers.
Yeah.
Showers were
They had showers?
showers were
I do
common.
believe so.
Okay,
They had showers?
Yes.
so I would look towards Alona.
Fairly certain.
So I'm sure that this den of hedonism probably has a shower, right? People have to wash their privates and such. Let's grab a little curtain.
You're assuming that's what they would do before they did anything. I don't know if there's a bath here.
Ugh. It's nasty,
Yeah.
dirty.
Also, were they, when we heard the gunshots, because I'm assuming we heard the gunshots,
Oh, loud and clear, yeah.
would we have saw him come out there, or?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
So it's your manipulation plus obfuscate versus composure plus intelligence. So go ahead and roll.
And I do a roll?
Did you do an initial roll?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll, and this will be the roll that...
For composure and intelligence?
So it's going to be manipulation and obfuscate for you.
Oh, manipulation and obfuscate. All right.
All right, what'd you get for your composure plus intelligence?
3.
3? Okay.
And then obfuscate, which would be at another 4.
Ew.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. It currently looks, I believe you said
It looks like a trench coat.
it looks like he just has a coat over
Why
his
don't we
shoulder.
just use the coats that you're carrying right now?
Oh no, this is Nathan. Just trust me. This is
That's a
Nathan.
coat.
To the unsuspecting eyes.
Oh, all right. So you said a curtain? Is there a curtain?
Yeah, let's go
Is there a
find. We'll see if
curtain?
there's a shower curtain or something. Maybe we can use, or maybe like a drape.
It's taking too long. If I poke my head outside, does it seem like there's a lot of people still, or does it seem pretty empty since everyone cleared out?
Okay. Now that you're staring out into the hallway, you're looking down. You actually see Maria currently crouched in a rather weird stance. It appears she's in a combative stance of some sort.
Where are we taking him?
Where we're taking the body or Nathan?
The body.
I would assume we're probably just gonna dump it in the river.
All right. Well, I think whoever's here still looks like they're pretty busy. Maria's down there still. I think she's in a dispute with someone or something.
Someone's here. I'm looking out. What do I see?
You see her currently in a combative stance of some sort. She's crouching down with her leg extended rather wide.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna walk down the hall, then approach.
Okay, so as the two of you start doing that, back to Titus and Seamus. Titus, top of the round. What would you like to do?
Well, when I heard the gunshots,
Correct.
I probably looked in that direction.
Okay, are you going to step forward and look down the hallway?
Well, is it down the hallway? Would I be able to instantly see? Because I was thinking, if you ran across, that would probably been a red flag. If not, if you would have been out of posture, I would have asked Maria, what the hell was that?
That's a signal for you to leave. So the hallway's a little past her, so you would have to pass her.
Oh, I'd have
see
to pass her?
Correct, yeah. She greeted you at the door.
Oh, Maria, I wish I could have lied by that, but I do have a mission to accomplish.
Okay. Alright. It's still your turn, so you can move, take an action, what have you.
I'm gonna get past her.
Sure thing. You move right around her, and she's getting ready to either strike you again or take some sort of combative stance. As you pass her, I'm assuming you're going to look down the hallway where the gunshots came from.
That's right.
You were greeted with Ilona and currently Gilbert. Can you now give me intelligence plus composure?
This is a mental attack.
Tell you what, it's intelligence and composure.
So I had my 4 to 5.
No.
Alright, hold on. I gotta get on my hunger die. Intelligence and composure.
Yep.
Oh, I don't get to use any regular die. 2.
Any vegetables?
Nope.
Alright, I believe that does not beat your... You got 5?
6.
6, okay. 6 is the number of the beat. It looks like he's holding a coat.
Gilbert!
As soon as I'd see that, I'd be like, Alona! It's Titus and Seamus!
What are you doing here?
We are trying to tie up the loose ends that we were sent for.
Loose ends already tied up.
Well, for the most part,
Marie?
a mess to deal with.
So you're, at this point, it's easy to say that combat has ended. So everybody can act freely. I see Maria start to stand back up as soon as Titus addressed Gilbert and Ilona. Are these associates of yours?
These are the individuals that I believe Prince Loden put with us on this task. Alona, I believe Alona is the leader by age, right? Right? Is that how that works?
So who taught you to the traditions? Because obviously you broke domain.
We had no idea you were
Oh,
one
is
of
that
us.
Camarilla
That's
talk?
Camarilla talk.
You are in Camarilla territory, so you would have to uphold the traditions.
Territory belongs.
They are deeply sorry for their mistakes, yes?
Did I do something wrong?
I don't believe so. Do you have the fellas that were at the dock?
Well, I wanted to talk to the madam here.
Why don't we apologize for...
What do we
Why,
apologize
well,
for?
two of
You
you
came
should...
into my establishment and screamed the Chicago PD is here.
Correct.
If I had any patrons, you would have caused them to react in excitement and panic.
So you're welcome.
He's a little soft in the head. Just,
I can see that.
I'll have you know I have one of the oldest heads.
listen, you're on this fine lady's in her territory and in her establishment.
Right.
You
But-
upset her.
You were just saying it's Camarilla area. We are on authority of the prince, so
This just doesn't. She has still been upset by your actions. It would still be polite.
are you upset by us doing
You notice Seamus is recovering off the ground, currently picking up his hat. He's got a pretty decent shiner on the side of his head.
My, you really upset her. What did they say?
I'm sorry you kicked me across the face.
No, shut up. What did they say to you?
I start backing up. I'm expecting some blood.
They came into my domain, and they were trying to raid my establishment.
No, not at all. We're here to look for a Hank and a Nathan.
Hank,
We're all-
Hank and Nathan are dealt with.
It
We
has been
don't-
taken care of.
Official business.
It has been taken
Taken care of? What do you mean?
How are you even here?
We need to take them back to the prince. We've already lost one.
Listen, I would offer to apologize for them, but if you feel that's not enough, do with them what you will. We have what we need.
So I need one last composure and intelligence. That's going to be from Seamus.
Get it, detective.
I will also make a roll. Holy shit.
I got 1.
You got 6, right?
Tier 6.
Okay. Any bestials?
No.
Alright. Well, that's a neat trick you have there.
Thank you.
We're all the gentlemen.
Well, Hank is perspired. He's deceased. He is no longer.
Did you all finish him off?
Yes.
He's no longer a problem, but what is a problem is the remains of him, which we need to...
The prince said to bring them back alive.
And we are going to bring someone back alive.
He said all of them, though.
Well,
Well,
that's not how it works.
that's not how it happened.
That's fine with me. I don't care much.
Oh, all right. So, unless you have more to deal with them...
Oh, we have a second location
Not,
where the rest of the assailants will be at.
yes, let's settle this matter now, though, with Maria here.
Absolutely. There was also a fox man who was
gosh.
talking, who said something about you. He was.
That would be John, but that doesn't. I think you've offended Marie. I mean, you need to.
Marie, have I offended you in some way?
Oh, it's Maria, and
Maria.
if you all would just leave, I will clean up the mess.
I'm very apologetic about the deceased corpse, and whenever you need your favor, please contact me.
Oh, I will be cashing in that boon a lot sooner than you think.
Well,
Right,
all right,
let's be on our way, gentlemen, before we cause more of a mess.
Good day, Maria.
Good night.
And I'm gonna walk out with my coat over my shoulder.
All right.
I suppose we will follow suit.
Okay.
As soon as we get outside. The two of you are very lucky that she didn't do more than that. She even cleaned up the mess for us.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Thinking?
I'm sorry, Alona. I
Not you. You're not. No, not you.
Wait, which two?
You two of
Us
you.
two? No, we were out here doing the prince's work.
I feel like we were given the authority to carry out what we needed to
She
do.
gave you the authority. Look at your face. You're lucky. You need to think about what you do before you do it.
She's lucky I didn't get back up in time.
That does not sound very confident.
No, you should. It was an easy kick to miss. He took it on purpose to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Showing her what was up.
Count your blessings. You could be dead right now.
So could she?
is she
Not at all.
an elder of a? I don't know who she is, but is she an elder?
You remember the pretty Torador Primogen from the blonde one?
The one that looks like an angel.
Yeah, her. That's her sire.
Oh, all right.
Yes?
That's right. So she's an elder?
She's
No, she is a primogen.
No, not no, okay. All right, doesn't matter. You said you had some more information.
Yes, there was a second location of the individuals.
We did take care of the evidence, and
Oh yes, we did do that. So there's no reason to leave the city.
Define taking care of the evidence.
Well, the person is dead and there's a suicide
killed
note.
the federal agent. So
Federal.
What are you talking
What is
about?
happening?
The federal agent is dead and there's a suicide
the
note now.
artist killed.
What a suicide
All
note!
right.
No, the artist killed the man.
Artist.
All right. Okay, take it from the beginning. Let's walk us through real quick.
We went to the post office.
We entered it. Stealth-like.
Yes.
Great.
And a man who spoke from the shadows asked us who we were, and I told him the darkness. After that, he apparently killed the federal agent who had information on us. And he drew this picture of me. I'm going to pull out the picture. I'm also going to pull out the picture. And he also had a picture of your friend.
I'm gonna snag.
No, you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to snag those out of his hand.
You ain't going to get
Alright, so this is a contested roll.
You.
Please get
You ain't gonna
a
go on, get.
dexterity and athletics from you,
Beautiful.
Alona. And then can I get a dex and athletics
Oh,
from you?
come on.
not straight.
Dex and athletics.
Burning willpower on the dumbest shit right now.
Oh, it's not the spot, is it?
Don't worry, I might do it too.
Nothing. Nothing.
You haven't rolled higher than a 1 in that. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
True.
4.
I just rolled 3 blanks twice in a row, so
Any
Six
criticals?
yeah.
Almost a critical failure, but I beat her.
Alright. You watch as both Titus and Luna fumble over a piece of paper.
This is my evidence.
What are you going to do with it? What's your plan?
Maybe this gentleman and I could have a conversation, or maybe I need to.
All right, what gentleman?
friends.
All right, so if someone it's in the darkness who you told that you were the darkness told you that he killed an artist.
Yeah.
The sketch, the artist that drew our what are those even called? Profiles?
The pictures.
Yes, the pictures.
Yeah, he drew the pictures. And I took
And a
these.
random person killed the sketch art. I don't. What happened?
He jumped out a window that wasn't there.
All right, so there's a. All right, so there's a dead Fed now that you didn't kill.
No.
We didn't kill him, and there is a suicide note, so if when the investigation happens, they'll think he killed himself.
At a post office?
At a post office, what better place to do it?
All right.
Was the dead? Okay.
Who's left?
We need to make our way to the brewery.
But we came here. We came here
So-
to look for Hank and Nathaniel.
Oh, we got notes. We got notes of the other individuals. The federal officer.
I don't know if they're talking about the same situation.
I don't know.
But
I think they broke into a random building and they just took stuff.
all right.
So what's
Ilona?
that?
The Nathan situation is on a very limited time, so I want to go ahead and I want to take this specifically to Loden, and I will meet you all. Where are you all going? And I will meet you there.
We are going to this brewery.
Can you get an address? I don't know where
it's right here.
Snatch it from him. Where's the address?
So as you're looking at the notes, it's a distillery. Supposedly, it's outside of the city. It's near a forested area.
Can I put this together? This is where Bart's place would be.
It possibly could be Bart's place. With what you've learned from the kindred that you've met, it could very be the same distillery.
All right. Well, I'm gonna forewarn you. Ilona and I both realize that a lot of the kindred here in the city they've been getting their hooch from a feller named Bart. So if that's his distillery, you better get ready because he's trouble.
You think he's strong?
I don't know. Never met the feller, but I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take it to Loden, and I'll meet you all there.
If there's anything you need. Yeah, let's wait. Do we have?
Don't leave me alone with these two.
Don't worry.
Please.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm the youngest one here. Y'all
You're the
are
only
old.
sane one.
I'm strong.
It's all right. I can drive.
Listen to them talk. I don't think that we
Ilona,
should be splitting up.
Ilona, I don't want him getting away.
I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, he's a.
We can tie him up and put him in the trunk.
Wait, what are you talking about? Where is this? Where is this person?
Nathan is with me. Don't worry about it.
Right.
This is what you're doing.
Is he dead? Did you make him?
He's not dead. He's sleeping, but he's going to wake up. What's going to be worse? Capturing him and then letting him get away? And then letting him know that loading's onto him? He's going to report right back to Bart.
All right, go. Just go. Go.
I'm going to take him to loading.
Who drove?
I'm going to get into my truck.
I did.
And I'm driving.
Okay.
I got my car.
I'm going to drive to probably the
Was it in the front seat?
You're going to drive back to Ritzy's?
Yeah, drive back to Ritzy's.
Okay.
Or I would drive back. Shit, don't have a cell phone.
No, you do not.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll drive back to Ritzy's or wherever I can find a payphone. Is there payphones? Is that a thing?
Yes.
No, fuck. All right.
Should be payphones.
Where should a phone be?
20s?
A phone? You can generally find them in
Like
most establishments.
How would I contact Brian?
How would we get a hold of Brian?
Yeah, how would I get a hold of the sheriff?
Well, it's rather difficult in these times. They usually do handwritten letters to address when Elysium is happening.
Shit, the past sucks, folks.
If only he had a child or someone who could be able to contact him.
What?
Oh.
What?
If Brian had a child, the child would probably know how to contact.
Oh.
But
Yeah, it's too bad. I'm already in full. Besides, I think you two are insane anyways. I'm not going to trust your logic. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to find Brian or not a payphone, but a phone or anything.
So you're going to go back to Ritzy's?
Yeah, because I believe Brian gave us information, his phone number, right? Did he give us a phone number? Well, fuck.
Maybe you should have saw Shane.
I'm in my car truck. I guess I'm gonna realize. Wait, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm gonna look out towards all y'all. How do you get a hold of the sheriff, Seamus?
You
He doesn't know either.
You get a hold of Brian.
Right. I need to get a hold of Loaded. I don't know. I mean, how do I do that?
Do I have a radio in my car?
Do you have a radio?
No, you don't have a radio in your car.
How do I get a hold of Brian?
Well, he usually just shows up to your apartment, or he calls you.
Cell phones aren't a thing.
Cell phones are not a thing.
Your home phone or probably your office phone.
Right.
let's go to the office. I gotta wait for a phone call.
Where
Sometimes he's at the precinct.
do you know where Brian lives? Where is he? Who is he?
We are burning moonlight that we could be
All right,
fighting Bob.
let's go to the office. He might be there.
No, just tell me and I'm gonna go.
I don't think they'll allow you to be in there.
I can find my way in.
All right. The precinct is on this one street. That's North Street. It's on North Street.
I head to his vague description of where the precinct
I give him
is.
the address.
Okay. So you're gonna head to.
I'm gonna head there since he said that sometimes Brian's there at the precinct.
Okay.
Sometimes he's there.
Fleer. Is he even a cop? Did you just...
I am a cop, thank
No,
you.
he's Brian.
He's the sheriff. What do you think?
What is he gonna...
He's the sheriff for the Camarilla. He's the actual sheriff.
I can't breathe.
Season finale, folks. The one finale right here.
Oh my god!
Desperately reaches for his hand.
If you set me on a wild goose chase, I'm gonna beat your character to death.
Don't worry, Thomas will protect.
I head to the fucking precinct.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
All right, so you watch as Gilbert gets into his vehicle and loads in his trench coat.
I'll put it in the passenger cab with me.
Okay. Yeah. Slashes up the trench coat. It's kind of weird. It almost like stands up on its own. As he takes off, three of you, what's the plan?
Should we go to the distillery?
Yes, we should.
And
What?
what is your plan when we get there?
What do we know of Bob?
Listen, our last encounter, not this one, but the last one before that, we were extremely stealthy.
Great. All right, we're going to review our notes real quick, all right?
All right.
You ready? So, Bart, he's the one that I heard his deceased workers that showed up at the dock. They're saying that he was going to kill them, something along those lines, during the fight. So we're assuming this Bartholomew, I believe is his full name. This is the same one. So we're hoping that this is the guy who sent these henchmen to the docks to steal the supply.
I think we need to have a conversation with this bald fella.
What's the goal here? Are we capturing him?
We're trying to pin it on him.
Well, what if
Are we
he is?
capturing him, or are we killing him?
Oh, we already killed one person, so I don't think we should keep doing that.
All right.
Well, we should try to have. We should conversate with him, let the man defend himself, and if he's found unworthy, then maybe trial by combat
No.
in order.
Well, I
No.
believe we've already told the prince that it was him, didn't we?
No, we told him it was.
Oh, the other one.
It was
Morpheus.
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 Modius.
Modius.
We always say Morpheus.
It was Modius.
Can I get a group wits and awareness?
It's and
Stop making me roll that one.
I needed you to beat a 5.
Yeah, I got 0.
6.
4, 5.
5.
5 exact.
Alana, you hone in on this because it's completely out of place.
Sort of got
You see a red fox standing on top of a trash can. It's kind of wagging its tail back and forth. Instinctively, you just snap around as you see Titus's nostrils flare up as he sniffs the air and looks directly at the fox.
I'm gonna charge it.
Whoa,
Yeah, no,
whoa.
You, listen here, you mother.
Titus.
I'm gone.
Ah,
So
are
you're
there
gonna-
people out there? Are there people around?
So I believe you're outside of the
Yeah.
establishment. It's pretty free and clear right now. The streets are empty. There's no patrons. The lights in the restaurant are still on because the waitstaff are currently cleaning up the establishment. You're going to charge this fox.
Wait, is there anything big I can pick up and throw at it?
No.
Well, there's the trash can it's standing on. But
How far away is he?
he's a couple feet away from you. But it's enough charging distance.
I'm charging him like this. Be like, I'm sick of your mind games. Now, what is your purpose for following us? I'm gonna prepare my mind mentally too. So
How far is this from me that he charged? How far is the?
It's
fox?
it's not too far
I'm gonna approach Titus.
See him, he's just yelling at a fox.
Titus, what are you doing?
no, this fox attacked me earlier. It has mental abilities. Prepare yourself, fox. I demand you talk to me.
Titus, we have to act normal.
You see it
know,
yelp and start to scurry away.
it's just an animal.
It's not.
It is, I would say, odd.
That's what he wants you to think.
I will say it's odd that there's a fox downtown Chicago.
In Chicago.
No, I'll back him up. There was a fox last place we were at.
They tried to throw me off the building with a ghostly parade below. A 50-toe. Building that was terrified.
Don't make him laugh anymore.
Sorry.
Titus has a little bit of asthma.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Just a little bit.
All right, so can we forget about the fox just for a little bit, and we can just continue with figuring out what we're going to do? It's just a fox. It probably escaped from the zoo or something.
Well, okay.
I think Gilbert said it's Brian or John. He knows the fox. That's fine. I'll find from Gilbert who he is.
Okay. All right, if that's what will calm you down, we can. Yeah, sure. We'll do that.
I refuse to calm down, but I'm willing to continue.
All right, well, let's redirect that passion. What we're going to do.
To ball.
Do we know if Bo is an actual kindred or just knows about the kindred society?
I would assume that he. I don't. Do I know of him?
Well, I hope he's a kindred.
Tell you what.
There's no point.
Just because your sire is the sheriff, I'll let you roll on this. You can give me an intelligence and streetwise. The difficulty of this is going to be 4.
Okay. Uh, 4.
You don't know a Bart, but you know a Balthazar. You know, sometimes he goes by Bart. Balthazar is a kindred that you know of. He's a bit of a ruffian. Supposedly, Loden's been using Balthazar for his own means, keeping the anarchs in check. But you also know Balthazar is a supposed turncoat. You know, your sire doesn't trust him one bit.
I think I have. Oh, do I know if this Balthazar deals with Hooch at all?
That you're not entirely too sure. You're not sure of his personal affairs.
I don't really know of a Buck, but I do know of a Balthazar, and I know Loden uses them with the Anarch movement. And also, I know my side doesn't trust him one bit. So if it's the same person, he is definitely a kindred.
I feel like the easiest way would be to a head-on confrontation.
Yes, but what?
Was Balthazar? You said
Balthazar?
that's it. That's the name. That's the name. It was on the bottom of a bottle. I think it was called. It was Balthazar's Distillery or something. That sounds right.
Oh.
All right, sounds like we got the right guy. But what about these? Like in Maria's, where we weren't allowed to be there. We weren't allowed to be there.
Oh, we didn't ask.
He just kind of busts in, and we're posing as he at least was posing as.
I deputized him.
You did what?
I deputized him for a little bit.
You didn't do anything to me.
Are you trying to lie to me right now?
Are you what does a deputizer mean?
Means I gave you authority.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in your car. Let's go. Let's just fucking go. Where's your car?
We're standing right next to it.
Let's get in. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So, where's everybody sitting at?
I'm sitting in the back.
I'm sitting in the back.
I'm sitting in the back also.
I'm sitting in the front.
I'm also sitting in the back. No, I'm driving.
Okay.
Refuse to push the story forward.
All right. with Gilbert. Gilbert, you are now at the precinct.
All right. So, just so you know, Nathan would have been tied up. Anyways,
He's currently gagged and
Yeah, he's
tied
definitely
up.
tied up.
right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make sure I secure him to the before I go into the precinct. I'm gonna make sure that he's secured to the bench seat as well.
Mhm.
That way, even if he does somehow get out, he or free himself to get out of the car, he can't actually leave. He's like secured to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Fata Morgana again, and I go up hunger,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make myself look like Seamus.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Now for Fata Morgana. So do you have permanency?
Yes, I do.
So if you do leave him alone and you're out of the vicinity, it will expire, the illusion itself. Permanency is where you can leave the illusion by itself.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and
Or if you take him with you, I mean, he'll still appear to be a trench coat.
yeah, I just don't want to carry around a body the whole time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab I probably have a tarp in the back of the truck, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab a tarp and I'm just gonna throw it over him in the seat so that he can't.
Makes
If
sense?
someone walks by and looks in, it just looks like a crumpled blanket.
Correct. Okay. All right, cool. All right, you cover him up with a cloth tarp that you have, and you disguise yourself as Seamus.
I'm gonna walk in.
All right.
You're a hard worker. You're a hard worker. All right. All right. All right. All right. He has a weird accent. All right. Hard worker. I'm gonna go ahead and walk in. Oh God, I hope I don't fuck this up.
As you walk inside, it's a rather quiet night at the precinct. There's a few phones rattling off in the distance. As you walk in, you're quickly greeted by an officer at the front desk. Can I help you?
So you know what to do?
Yeah.
I've been there.
You know who I am. I'm a Seamus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're that weird guy that only works nights.
I was wondering if Brian was here.
You do have a funny voice. Well,
Yep, I'm right from the Onyx. Oils where the grass is green and the girls say smell of potatoes.
oh, okay. Well, Brian's not here. He's out. He said something about going to some... He said he had a hunch on a speakeasy that he was investigating.
You wouldn't happen to know what speakeasy it was, would you, Boyle?
He rattles off an address that sounds rather familiar. It sounds near where Ritzy's was at.
All right, it'll be off.
I didn't think anyone could bastardize Seamus, but you just did it.
I just turned around and walked out.
Okay, so you...
What in the
I
fuck?
love the voice shaking.
Congratulations, you had a very awkward moment.
As you exit the building, he just kind of gives you this dumbfounded stare. Huh. It is a weird voice. Okay. What would you
And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head to that address.
Okay. Head towards Ritzy's. It's not too bad of a drive. When you get there, you notice that majority of the patrons, the kindred patrons, have dispersed. How would you like to go about this?
All right. I want to look for Brian or anyone that I would have noticed from Elysium. Anyone that I think that would can help me get some information. So if can I do like a wits and awareness or anything?
Sure. Are you leaving the individual back in the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him bound up still with the blanket over him.
Okay. The second you enter into Ritzy's, you pass with ease, as you notice that majority of the Primogen are currently leaving the establishment. As you enter in, you see Brian actually waiting at the bar. Hey,
Thank you, horse. Thank
sir,
you.
is everything okay?
Sorry, I didn't know if I was going to find you tonight, and I was very worried. I wish there was a way, like some sort of magical device where we could just communicate from long distances, anywhere from just a touch of the pocket. Be so easy.
Well, that would be.
It's an imaginary world that will never exist. But anyways, I have some important news I wanted to discuss with you outside.
Okay. See him grab his head off the bar and he gons it, follows you.
All right, so I'm gonna walk him out to my truck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take him to their car. I'm gonna lift the tarp.
That is a very interesting way of apprehending.
That's how I found him, actually. Well, there's a place called Maria's. Marie's, yes. Or her name's Maria. The place is called Marie's. So this is one of Balthazar's men.
You don't say.
Yeah, his name's Nathan. Him and Hank. Hank is no longer among the living. He's being disposed of by Maria. But looks like Bart has turned tails towards Loden. His boys were the ones that were trying to steal the stuff from Doc. So, I was thinking we could take Nathan to Loden, go ahead and spill the beans. Titus, Seamus, and Alona, well, they're heading to Bart's distillery right now. But I didn't want to tag him along with him in case he got away.
This is good. I've been trying to at least reveal to Loden that Bart's dirty. It's going to help out my case quite a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to tear down Loden from the inside out.
That's what I expected. I never trusted that raging lunatic. Why don't you go help the others? I'll watch this one right here. I'll get him secured.
All right, sounds good to me. Is there anything else that we need to do? What would you like us to do when we get to the distillery?
Well, if you can apprehend more of the men alive, that would be helpful.
All right, I can try. Alive is harder, but we'll give it a shot.
Alright. Well, stay safe, stay discreet, quiet, and I'll watch this one right here. I'll send word and get Loden back here.
As I get into my truck and put a cigarette in my mouth. Also, by the way, do you think Loden will be able to get me in touch with the Tremere City?
With Nikolai?
Yeah. If he's pleased with what I've done here tonight.
Tell you what, you've done pretty good. And that pompous little jerk owes me a couple of boons. I'll cash one in for you.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Brian. Have you ever heard of blood wine? Wait till you try bloodshine. And I turn on the car.
Alright.
And I start driving.
Okay, you take off towards the mile marker, correct?
Correct.
Alright. So the three of you, as you're driving, you have now driven quite some ways out of the city now. You are in wooded area. It's a little past Little Sicily, and now you've found yourself heading towards closer near the Lake Forest area. So you're probably a good 30 minutes out.
How much farther you suppose?
You notice that, Seamus, your headlights pull up onto the mile marker to where you're supposed to be at. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think this is it.
I think for the safety of the group, you should let me do the talking. I seem to have the silver tongue
All right.
of this group.
Let's just, why don't we do some warm-ups? Just lay one on us. What's one of the things you think you'll say? What would you say? How are you going to do the talking?
She's Balthazar. What would you say to her?
You're Balthazar.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Like, you got me put on the spot. Like, I'll just know it when I get there what to say.
See, that's why I don't think we should go that route.
Are we wanting to approach quiet like, or should I like go drive all the way up there?
I think we should not drive up there. We should probably go on foot the rest of
We
the
are
way.
not hiding ourselves. We are coming to him to talk to him to find out information.
No, we're going to
taking
capture
him
him.
in.
What?
That's the point.
But what if he's innocent?
He is not innocent.
I don't think he's innocent. He sent those men.
Alright, fine. We go in there and tell him we are going to attack him.
Wow, you are really on a different page right now.
Either he comes with us, or we take him in.
Right. Why don't we just take him in? Wait a minute.
Either he comes willingly, or we take him in.
Why don't we just take him in?
Either way, he's coming with us.
Yeah. Well, we should give him a chance to try to defend himself.
Should we?
Yeah.
What if he has the whole place rigged?
Well, you got to have your bout with that Maria lady. I think it's my turn.
No, my face got in the way of her foot. That's all that happened.
Yeah, because I had to break it up. Otherwise, I knew you would come at her so hard.
I think we need to not go in blind. I think we need to try to figure out the surroundings. How many men are there? Whether or not he is even there.
True.
How about this? What if I go in by myself and you all wait in the lurch?
No. We need to do this quietly. We need to try to approach quietly, try to get a view of the inside quietly, unseen, not being loud, not yelling at foxes that run by. Yes.
To be fair, there might
Or
be more foxes out
raccoons or
here.
whatever you see.
Real quick pan around, do I see a fox? Do I see the fox?
You give me wits awareness.
Oh, God, no.
3. But it's a bestial.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you got 3. As you are pulled to this mile marker, you do notice that there's some tall grass that's been matted down. It looks like this has been traveled on. Since your time in the woods, you're really rather keen on tracking. It does look like either something bipedal has been back and forth, a human, a kindred, somebody. They've used on this path several times, so...
Hawk, a trail.
Oh, what?
There's a trail over there. Over yonder.
You mean the grass?
Yes. Someone's been through there.
Okay. You want to go that way?
I'm giving you information because obviously you don't want to go with the secure Titus plan.
It's not very secure.
It is
it's
absolutely
not,
secure.
No, I'll give you this one though. How about we do the plan B? Your plan B. Let's follow this trail.
What is this? Wait, what was my plan B?
The trail you just pointed out.
Right. Oh, we're just gonna sneak up on it. All right, let's sneak up. I'm gonna get out of the car, shut the door,
Okay.
and move towards the trail.
Following.
I get out too.
I'm gonna pop eyes of the. No, I'm not.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's free.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was a rouse check.
I believe it is a rouse check.
I'm pretty sure it's a rouse.
It's a trap.
Yes.
Really?
I'm not gonna pop eyes of the beast. And I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna pop Oblivion Sight. That way we can just do that way.
Okay.
Nice.
As you use Oblivion Sight, the two of you notice that Alona's eyes begin to swell with this almost inky liquid as her eyes go completely black.
All right, I'll lead the way.
That's weird.
I know.
I'm gonna try. I'm assuming we're trying to be sneaky. Do I need to roll anything to be sneaky?
I'll have your roll here soon.
It's free.
All right, so we are trying to follow the trail.
That's right.
All right, so can I please get a group roll here? Everyone that is currently trying to track, I need survival plus intelligence, or you can give me survival plus resolve. Whatever's the highest pool for that. Need you to beat a 3.
Nope.
4.
Great. That is just fucking perfect.
What did you do?
It's bestial failure.
I actually do not know how
Go ahead, chat. Load it up. Let's see all the bestial fail
It's the
emojis.
first one this game. For me.
Yeah, you're the one that did it.
For me, though. Just for me. Just want to point it out.
All right, so James, as you are following along, you notice that Titus is currently leading the way. He's actually trying to point out the direction where he believes that these tracks lead. Though you find another set of tracks and you are swearing up and down this is the direction that you need to go. And you know this is the direction you need to go. You don't need someone telling you where you need to go. You're a freaking inspector.
Yeah, I don't think it's that way. Pretty sure it's this way over here.
What?
I just start taking off that way.
Seamus, what are you doing?
It's over yonder.
Don't make me come get you.
Just follow me. We'll get there faster.
Is there anything that would evidence that it might be something towards that direction?
So as you look down, there is a second pair of tracks, but these are clearly made by deer.
Seamus, what makes you think that's the right way? This is a trail.
This also has a lot of traffic.
This
is the right way.
No, this is by a creature that walks on all fours. Unless you think Bartholomew decides to crawl around, I don't think these would be footsteps ahead.
I'm no one to judge what he does in his free time. Well, I'm pretty sure this is a faster way.
We are in my surroundings. Like if we were in a police department, I would give you lead, but
Listen,
this is my area.
listen here. This is absolutely the right way. I can feel it in my bones.
But your bones are gonna lead you on a path going nowhere until the sun comes up and you fry.
Or we get there even faster.
I really want to hurt you right now.
That sounds counterproductive of what we're doing right now. Just follow me.
We're following this way.
Listen here. Who is the investigator here?
I have no idea. Can you point me out?
Yeah, you're looking at him. Follow the investigator. I trap people every day.
Do you?
I do.
Do you? Is that why you're insisting that we follow deer tracks?
Yes. Believe me.
I'm going to slap you.
I'm starting to get a little hungry.
What is happening? What do you mean? All right, you know what? You do what you want. You follow the animal tracks, and we'll follow.
Sounds good. I'll see you there when you get there after I do.
All right, bye. All right, Titus, let's go.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're just gonna leave?
Oh no, he's leaving. We're not leaving him. He's leaving us.
If you get lost, just come back here and follow these.
I'm not gonna get lost. This is the right way. When you guys get lost, make sure you come back here.
What if he
take my trail.
What if he gives away that we're here, though? I can't trust you by yourself. You have to come with us.
No, I'm pretty sure that you'll just have to come with me. If you want to go the
I
right
want to
way.
smack him across the face as hard as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me Dex and Brawl or Strength and Brawl, which is the highest pool for you.
I have fast reflexes.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Give me Dex and Athletics.
Let's settle it. Try by combat.
Does it add my...
All right, it's a 3.
Rapid reflexes.
Oh, it's for firearms.
Yeah, it gives an extra action.
Oh, celerity? No, it does not.
The rapid reflexes.
Yeah.
All right. What was it again? Sorry.
Dex and athletics.
Dex and athletics. 4.
What'd you get?
3.
What if I doubled down? 3. Tie goes player. I guess I dodge it.
All right. One more roll.
Damn it!
2.
2.
One more roll.
So I'm just
1
watching.
and a bestial.
1 and no bestial.
Give me another roll.
What is
So I see
happening?
them just rolling around on the ground.
0. That's nothing.
1.
You notice as Alana goes wide with her slap and just whiffs it as he ducks back in just defiance.
I'm sorry. Were you trying to fan me? It is quite hot. Yeah.
Can you give me a Seamus roll, Alana? Give me resolve and composure.
A Seamus roll. You made the club.
Alright.
I need you to beat a 2.
Oh, that is a 3.
You're gritting your fangs so you keep your composure. You want to just wring his neck.
You know what? I do not like hostility within our tribe. I think you guys need to settle this
Seamus.
out right now.
I would really appreciate it if you just came with us.
Would you?
I would greatly appreciate it if you came with us.
Make him come with us.
Can I,
Get him. You know you have the power inside you. Submit.
can I roll to? Can I roll to like break out of my compulsion?
Can you roll to break out of your compulsion?
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll go with you as you are coming with me on the right path.
Alright. Are you sure about that?
There'd be multiple broken collarbones.
If this is a mental ability,
I'm gonna go ahead and use Shadow Cast on him.
God damn it, thank you.
Shadow Cat
Yes. Shadow Cat.
right there.
Yeah, rouse check.
Okay.
Pass.
oh no.
Is this a mental ability?
No.
I don't have anything.
Actually, no, it is, because it's gonna be willpower damage.
What?
It's willpower damage.
You attack the willpower directly?
I'll find it right down the. Pull it up real quick.
And what are you? Sorry, what was it called again?
Shadow Cast,
Shadow Cast.
not cat.
Shadow Cats.
This wraps around any broken bones and heals them in 6 to 8 weeks.
Is he physically fighting blood up there?
Not entirely too sure. It's been a while since I've had to deal with a rogue lad.
Oh, he's gotten worse over quarantine.
That's not the right one. Should have had this bookmarked. Fuck, what page is this number on?
Or are you just trying to see what you're supposed to roll?
Yeah. For some reason, I wrote down what I have to roll for everything but that.
Alright.
What does Shadowcast do?
It's willpower damage.
I actually did not take that on my Lasombra when I played one.
Really?
Yes, and we'll segue into
Shit,
that
you're
after
going
the
back to
show
Alistair.
There's no. Is it in
Folks,
front?
we're so close to regular Chicago by night. Next week, I
Oh,
promise
here's the
you.
index. The index in the front.
Here you go.
What the fuck?
Alright, Shadowcast.
Oh, you got it.
It is going to be Wits plus Oblivion. Okay. See, Oblivion is a powerful but can often be foiled by blah blah blah.
Wits plus Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh wait. It's kind of confusing. No, sorry, that's not it. It is going to be one rouse check, so give me a rouse check.
I passed.
All right. Activating the power conjures a supernatural shadow from the vampire's body. As long as the power is active, the user casts a shadow which cannot be removed except for direct sunlight. Anyone witnessing the practitioner notices that the shadow cast from no visible light source is a wits plus awareness roll, difficulty 3. The vampire can direct their shadow, elongating and distorting, but not detaching it. For anyone who stood in the shadow's reach, the willpower damage from social conflictedness increased by 1. Standing in the Oblivion shadow is a terrifying prospect. So quintessentially, it makes your social rolls a little bit more intimidating. You notice that Alona's shadow grows to this almost eerie size as it casts around you, Seamus. You don't know if it's the moonlight's just hitting her just right, but with her eyes cast in oblivion, she looms over you ominously.
Do I see this also?
Yes, you do.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Forest got a little darker now.
So, I'll try. Could I try use awe on him now?
You could if you'd like. This just affects as far as his social conflicts. So like manipulations and subterfuges, and like you're trying to.
Which for my awe, I'd be manipulation and presence. So would that give me any?
Tell you what, why don't you go ahead and make a roll? And then what is that versus for him?
Composure and intelligence.
Give me composure and intelligence, Seamus.
Jesus.
4.
6.
Ooh.
The best roll I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
Okay, so go ahead with the awe.
Seamus, I would really greatly like you to follow us.
No.
I'm going to use Daunt back.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh, we should have just left. Fucking
Go
fuck,
ahead
fuck,
and make your roll.
Remember that time Titus was just gonna go in there and talk?
How fast are you driving?
I'd be hauling ass.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this doesn't do anything. It just makes me seem very intimidating.
Daunt
Yeah.
for presence?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing as all, except for intimidation.
Yeah, it'd be like you're trying to enforce you're trying to coerce her.
Yeah, you could make her try to see your side.
Okay. It's free, adds the user's presence rating to any intimidation rolls. Attacking the user requires a resolve plus composure roll or at difficulty 2. Vampires cannot use all and Daunt simultaneously.
Okay, so you're trying to intimidate her?
Yes.
Alright, make the rolls.
What is it?
You do lose 1 die in this.
Was it intimidation what?
It's your thing.
It doesn't say. It says
Give me manipulation and intimidation.
to attack me. It costs you, or it gives me a roll for you, but it doesn't.
So go ahead and give me manipulation and intimidation. Why don't you give me resolve and composure?
Well, I believe you get to add your presence to it also.
But I'm also taking away 1 die from right.
Correct, just because of her ability.
I got 2.
Makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly 0.
Exactly 0.
Literally nothing.
We'll go with the intimidation, Seamus.
No, you will follow me into this trail.
So as he does this, he almost stomps his foot like a toddler onto the leaves.
You know what, Seamus? Go ahead. Just go. We're gonna take our way.
At this point, can I get wits and awareness from the group? As you pull up, you see Seamus's vehicle pulled off to the side of the road at the mile marker. You don't see them in the vehicle at the moment.
5.
2.
Okay. You hear gravel start to roll underneath a tire nearby. 3 of you didn't make it that far into the forest.
Maybe we could stop and ask for directions. The fella right there.
See the headlights hit the back of Seamus's truck. What would you like to do, Gilbert?
When I pull up on the place, I'm gonna go hand him I would have killed my lights before I even came up on the place, though. If that was even an option, I don't even know if models like that you could turn the lights off. I'd assume they weren't automatic. You probably had to manually do it, right?
You turn. So you pull up and turn your vehicle off.
Yeah, turn the vehicle off, and then I'm gonna get out. And I'm gonna grab something very special for me.
Okay.
Go to the back of the truck, open it up. I'm not grabbing a firearm. Now I'm grabbing something I made with my dad when I was only 14 years old. Very sentimental item for me.
So,
I grab a bow and arrow.
All right.
I grab a bow, I grab a quiver, I put it over my back. And I walk over to Seamus's car, I put my hand on the hood. I want to see if it feels hot.
Yep. It feels rather warm.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna crouch low. I'm gonna listen. I'm listening for any sort of noise or movement or talking.
Why'd you get wits and awareness?
You probably hear us yelling
yeah,
at each other for
you
sure.
would definitely hear these two.
I need you to beat a 2.
Beat a 2. All right.
So he's pulling out something that him and his dad made together.
Straightforward roll.
Very special to him. I was thinking like a macaroni picture or something. I was like, oh, here we go, man.
Macaroni.
2. Yes, 2. 2 exactly.
Okay. You hear what sounds like a rustling in the leaves and arguing rather loudly. It sounds like familiar voices.
I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stay low,
All right.
and I'm gonna start stealthing my way towards that argument, but I want to make sure I'm staying out of sight.
Okay, give me a dex and stealth.
All right. Dex and stealth. 2. And
Take a puff from my cigar.
it's gonna be 2.
2. Okay. All right. So the 3 of you are currently in an argument. Why don't
I'm
you
not in an argument. I'm watching the argument unfold.
give me a wits and awareness quartering.
What the hell?
4.
4.
5.
5.
1 in a bestial.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, you are getting unreasonably angry right now.
God damn it.
As the 2 of you are trying to part ways with Seamus, being completely stubborn. You notice a shadowy figure is currently lurking behind the coterie, right behind Seamus, and he doesn't notice at all. Appears that he has some sort of bow. He has a quiver, has a rather long-billed hat.
With my Oblivion sight popped, can I see better? So would I be able to make him out
So
better?
Oblivion Sight helps out with
It says I can see clearly in the dark.
darkness. Yeah. So yeah, you see him clear as day.
I'm not gonna say a word. I hope he shoots him.
Okay.
See, we are not alone.
As soon as I'd come up on them, I would go ahead and I'd straighten my posture. What in tarnation is happening here?
Seamus is being difficult, and I'm having trouble controlling him.
Would you tell this lass that this is the right way?
All right. Titus found a path that looks like is well trodden by people, some sort of persons. So we're trying to follow this path. He wants to follow Deer's tracks.
All right, well, settle it like this. You two follow the path that you want. I'll follow Seamus. And once it leads once it leads to a dead end, we'll double back.
It would be a shame if something happened to him while you two are gone.
We'll be 2 and 2.
Well, I don't know if we can still be. I think these two have an issue that they need to settle out.
No, we should not. We should not compromise having them together. I'll go with Seamus. You go with Ilona. Follow the path. We can't afford to fuck this up.
And
come on.
And again,
we don't want a repeat of the docks.
And again, we are
the
here
dogs
to capture Bartholomew. Balthazar.
All right, so let's go.
Have fun.
Okay.
All right, Seamus, lead the way.
All right.
All right. As the coterie splits up in 2 different directions, Seamus, could you please give me an intelligence plus survival? Or resolve and survival, whatever's the highest pool for you.
Okay. 4.
Okay, you start following the tracks. He's actually tracking this deer rather well, Gilbert.
We're gonna get that deer.
Do I realize he's following a deer tracks?
He's following deer tracks.
Right.
He actually comes upon some droppings. As you find deer poop, Seamus, could you please now give me resolve and composure? I need you to beat a 2.
While he's doing that, I'm aiming at his heart.
Okay.
Yes, bitch.
Are you Mike submitting me? Are you Mike submitting me?
Just look at the pretty deer poop.
Willpower? Okay, beat it.
I'm gonna fire into his heart
Okay.
with an arrow. What an arrow, by the way.
All right.
I'm at point blank, by the way,
Okay.
as he bent down.
All right.
Oh,
What would you like me to roll for that?
fast, rapid reflexes.
You don't know what's happening.
Doesn't matter. I have celerity.
Okay.
It is true. Celerity makes you essentially a god.
Yeah, but he isn't aware that it's happening, right?
It doesn't
He'd have
matter.
to know that someone.
He's so fast that he sees everything at all times.
All right. So let's.
What do I roll?
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dex. Well, let me go ahead and make this.
I believe it was Dex and Firearms.
Yeah,
for-
dex and firearms is what I went with. Either use dex or firearms or dex and athletics with the highest for you. Now, not Gilbert, but Seamus.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead and use willpower.
Seamus.
Yes.
As you look down these deer droppings, you break out of your compulsion.
7.
7.
I'm trying to torque him.
Okay.
Yes. I break out my compulsion.
Yes, you break out your compulsion. So as this happens, you catch the glimpse of Gilbert about to fire on you. He is point blank right on you. So for the sake of it, I'll let you roll Dex and Athletics.
Willpower. So 4 altogether.
4 altogether. Okay. As you snap out of this, you barely graze him as this arrow plunges almost a half an inch from his heart. And scene.
It doesn't hit his heart?
No. You got what, 3?
4.
4.
Yeah, 4.
And you got 7.
7.
So take 3 superficial.
I pull another and I fire again right at his heart.
Okay. At this point, I will need composure and awareness.
5.
5. All right. Go ahead and make another roll.
Remember how nice we are. We gonna find Bartholomew. Save the whole day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another 6.
6. Okay. Seamus, combat is beginning. Can you please give me another Dex and Athletics?
You're adding your solidity too, right?
Do I?
For rapid reflex, yeah.
So that'd be an extra.
Now you got me questioning.
Oh, now you have a Dust Maraca.
No penalties to death. Oh no, you get 2 die for dodging.
So take one with.
Solidity.
One.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're going to take another.
Does that torp him?
See here, that puts you. You got 6, 1. That's 5. How many health boxes? How many health boxes do you have?
Okay, let's go.
You're half in this too.
Oh wait, I didn't half the last one. How much was the last one? It was 3.
It was 3.
3.
So it would be a box and a half.
Okay, so
So this next one would be 2.5 more.
so I saw 9.
Okay.
9 slashes,
What?
right?
But how do you torp him then? Like
You gotta they do at least 5 superficial total.
That's
in one blow?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it awkward?
Okay.
It's really awkward.
All right. I'm gonna use. All right. So is it my turn again, or whose turn is it?
You just shot an arrow at it
Twice.
It's my turn again.
I don't know how I missed an arrow on his back.
No, you hit him. All right. Seamus, you've been shot twice now.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't get to torp him? Oh.
What would you like to do?
I want to blink behind him.
Okay. You blink behind him.
Well, I have to roll. Actually, I think no.
I think
It's for sure a rouse check. Okay, I don't go up to hunger. Make a dexterity athletics roll. I guess it depends on the difficulty. Depends on how rough the terrain is to get behind him.
All right. So you go ahead and make your roll.
2.
2. All right. You blink behind him.
All right. I am going to punch him in the back of the head.
You're gonna
Donkey punch him?
Okay. Go ahead and give me Dex and Athletics and Strength and Brawl or Dex and Brawl.
It's gonna be.
I'm trying to play this whole scene out. in
That's
my
gonna be
head.
a
It's
1 for me?
ridiculous.
A 1? Okay.
1 for me.
Doesn't he have a gun?
Sounds fun to me.
Oh snap!
6.
Wow.
Okay, so you take 5 superficial, but half it.
Wow. So he's torped.
No, because it's half. Okay.
So, as you fire 2 arrows into Seamus in an attempt to torp him, he knocks out of whatever type of compulsion or either mental blockage he was in. As he snaps up, he looks at you and he vanishes and then just cold clocks you in the back of the head.
Are you done with this now?
Fata Morgana. How many clones of myself can I make?
Okay,
God.
you're go ahead
Shadow
and
Jutsu.
give me. How many are you looking to make?
I want to make it as so many that it confuses him. He wouldn't be able to guess which one I am.
Okay, tell you what, we'll base this upon successes versus failures.
All
So
right.
go ahead and give me your manipulation plus. Let's have this up. Oh man.
I can't tell if this is his character. He's actually mad.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, go ahead and give me composure plus an intelligence.
For me?
Famous.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, we're dumb.
Y'all are just gonna kill each other, is what I'm assuming here.
That's
We got 2.
That's what's nice about it being
Two?
like a short
what'd you
series.
get?
We can't
10.
kill each other.
Okay, so as you punch,
He turns into 10 of them?
You just did that.
as you punch Gilbert, as you do, it's
Hydra.
almost jarring as this happens. It's like you shattered him to 8 different Gilberts as they
Never gonna shut the fuck up about
turn
this.
around and all stare at you, all holding bow and quiver. They are looking at you in a rather combative stance. You can't tell who is who.
Okay.
And yeah, that is going to be.
I want to fire at him.
You want to fire at him?
I want to fire at his heart.
All right, you got use Fate of Morgana. We'll do that top of
Okay.
the round. So go ahead, Seamus. You are currently confronted by 8 Gilberts that all have bow and arrows.
I'm going to use fleetness and run away.
Just get naked.
I would
Naked.
fire before as soon as he runs.
All right, you're gonna shoot at him as he runs.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you start getting out of the Dixie. Go ahead and give me Dex and Athletics.
Oh, to run?
Mm-hmm.
I think it adds
It's a
misleader.
rough check.
No, it's. Wait, no, I'm looking at it. Yep. I'll go up to hunger. And. Yep. So it's athletics plus 3.
That's a lot of dice.
I misremember this.
3.
Okay.
Oh my
you,
god.
3 to run.
you dart out of there. As you do, go ahead and make your shot. You can either do Dex and firearms, or you can do Composure and firearms if you're trying to take steady and aim.
But you have to roll it 8 times.
It's one thing Ramsey Bolton taught us is you serve.
Serpentine.
These are empty bolt.
You don't want to know.
One, 2, 3. I'm gonna go ahead and use a willpower.
What's that booty?
4, 5. It's 5.
Since you were taking off and just hightailing it, currently trying to get it out, why don't you go ahead and give me Dex and Athletics, but I'm going to give you disadvantage on this.
How do you do disadvantaging?
And take off 2 die.
Oh, all right.
Does he still get his celerity bonus with fleet?
Which would be 2 dice, so just takes away my celerity.
He's trying to run away. He's not focusing on dodging an arrow that's coming behind him.
2.
Okay. To resolve this, as this arrow flies through the air, it lands square into his back, out your heart. You look like a pincushion as
No.
you fall
Now dead.
lifeless.
You know, and you get told.
He's now gonna kill me.
All right. You have successfully pinned your quarry.
I'm gonna walk over towards him. Yo, Seamus, this is the first time I've actually ever done this, so thank you. John always told me that never let an opportunity go by, and we might just I can't let this one go. Bart's man, they jumped us, and you just didn't make it. No hard feelings. I'm gonna diabolize him.
You're going to diabolize him?
Wait, hold on. You could fight and win.
All
I
right.
believe.
While he's torped?
I don't know the rules. I'm assuming.
So contest a will at this point.
Oh, you get to. You see, you do get to. You get.
Why
to
can't you ever just play a nice character? They're all terrible.
I'm a Ravenos.
Okay.
Oh wow! All right.
You honestly think that the spawn of the River King would be this?
Oh my gosh. Alright.
I just created a monster.
Nobody wants.
Hey,
to
Elijah, look at this. You got yourself a new villain for Chicago
Oh
by
my
now.
gosh. Alrighty.
Why don't I ever get to create it?
Tell you what. Since why don't you go ahead and search the rules for Diablo? I'm gonna switch to their scene.
All right, that works for me. Grab the phone.
Alright.
Such a wonderful night it is.
I am having an amazing night back. So, as Lona and Gilbert,
Titus.
Titus, head towards the distillery.
I'm gonna tour her.
Oh. All right.
I'm not really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an intelligence and survival or resolve and survival, Titus. And Alona, if you wish to track as well, I will need a success of 3 from either one of you.
No, I'm gonna leave that to him. I'm gonna leave it.
A bestial success of 6.
So messy critical.
Messy critical of 6.
Okay. You actually start rampaging through this forest, Titus. Your inner beast takes over. You notice with his large hands and stature, he starts snapping through brush like it's twigs. As he's following this trail, he's making actually a lot of noise. He's not being stealthy about this at all whatsoever.
This one.
He is sniffing through the air and has his fangs popped. His eyes are dialed in. And actually, his eyes are starting to glow red as he's searching through this forest. Titus, in due haste, you come upon this distillery in no time. It's a rather small shanty shack with a tin roof and masonry. It is what it is. You notice that smoke is coming and bellowing from the rooftop out of the chimney. You do see several small, what looks like vats on the side of the building.
Is there windows?
Are there windows? Yes, there are windows. Currently inside, it's dimly lit. You actually do see movement coming from the inside.
And any guards?
Any guards? You don't see anybody currently posted outside right now.
I think this is the place. I found it.
All right. Should we wait for Seamus and Gilbert?
I don't know. I feel the knot's energy inside me. The woods are speaking to me. I think we need to go on then.
It sounds like you might do something stupid if we go now.
I might do something amazing though too.
All right. Why don't we try to peek through the windows?
All right.
All right.
We're gonna sneak up to the windows.
Never been so nervous in my life.
So go ahead and do a dex and stealth.
R.I.P. Seamus. I never got to hit you.
Rip Seamus.
4.
Oh. God.
Oh, if you bestial,
Oh, come on.
that means you get torqued, and then
I best, you know. I did.
Okay.
That's a hardcore.
What's your best?
I don't remember.
You have to successfully do whatever you were trying to accomplish, like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's sort of like the Tremors.
without fail. Theirs is more of like perfection.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. As the two of you start scoping out, you do notice on the inside there's a elderly man, balding, suspenders, white cotton shirt, buttoned up. He's has a bit of a hunch to him as he's kind of moving several buckets around. He seems to be managing and stoking a fire at a furnace. In the background, you do notice the shadows of 2 individuals. They look like they're in another room, either conversing or what have you.
So, total, there seems to be...
Seems to be 3.
I think we can handle 3.
handle 3. You need me to go with my plan?
I don't think it's as concerning. I was picturing a bigger establishment, honestly.
So walk in the front door, or
Well, knock on the front door, but maybe we should wait for Seamus to come back so he can do the whole, officer spiel.
well, he's one of us, so we don't need the officer disguise.
Well, he is the childer of the sheriff, though. That'd be more leverage, I feel.
All right then. I just feel like I got all this energy.
Oh, it's all right. You can take a lap.
All right, we're gonna wait for Seamus.
So you're gonna wait for the rest of the coterie to arrive.
For a certain amount of time, for a certain length of time. We
For a
wouldn't wait
certain
more than
length of
20
time.
minutes.
So you're not gonna wait more than 20 minutes?
Yeah, at that point, we would probably go search for them to bring them back here.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright. Back to you two. So, have you found the contested roles?
I can't really find any contested roles for it. It seems to be homebrew, but it definitely does seem as though if the individual isn't capable of fighting back, they don't really get a role against it. More or less, if their personality will transfer as well, which I believe has to be a separation of at least 4 generations or higher.
Okay. I think I found it.
So whatever you want to do, I will do what you need.
234. Sorry, chat. I was not expecting to have so much combat between my coder members tonight.
We can edit a lot of dead air out, too.
We will not edit the dead air. It's good. We're going to sit here. We're just going to talk to you guys.
In fact, I think we should edit out everything that isn't dead air.
All right.
Edit all things that are not dead air.
The artist needs to win a number of strength plus resolve test, difficulty 3, equal to the victim's blood potency. The attacker can make one such roll per turn. Even if one fails, the victim's animating spark dies and is unconsumed, thwarting true robbery. In either case, the body of the victim swiftly decays into final death. So, you need to win a number of strength plus resolve tests, difficulty 3, equal to the potency.
Which will be
All right. 1. So you need to win a strength plus resolve.
And difficulty's 3?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to burn a willpower on that one.
Okay.
So that would be 1 success.
1 success?
One success on that one.
All right. So, since he is only blood potency 1, that's just 1 test, and you failed, so you do an unsuccessful diabolically, and Seamus, his body turns into this almost pruny corpse. It isn't quite ash.
All right, so I didn't successfully diabolize him?
No. You have to beat 3,
I have to beat 3.
equal to the number of tests.
Can I try again?
No, his blood potency is only 1.
Oh, so he's done.
That's it.
And he's dead.
Yeah. So to diabolize, you have to fully drain the kindred and go past that.
Cue the Danny Boy music.
Okay.
I'm going to pull away from him. I'm feeling different.
You don't feel hungry right now.
All right. He has a gun on him, right?
I believe so.
Like a cockroach.
So do you have a firearm on you, Seamus?
Yeah, it was just a standard 6-shooter.
Okay. So
So
you get it.
I'll pick it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to point it towards my shoulder. I'm going to blast twice, and then I'm going to blast one in my leg,
Okay.
and then I'm going to chuck the gun.
Alright. I'm gonna make a roll real quick. What's your dex plus firearms?
My dex plus firearms. That is going to be 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So take 6, half it. So 8 total, superficial, and half it.
All right.
You are pretty mortally wounded from your own affliction.
I'm going to start turning around. I'm going to start stumbling back towards the
rest of them.
way I came.
Okay. All right. Back at the distillery, the two of you, I'm not going to make you roll for this, you clearly hear gunshots in the distance. They're actually not too far away from where Seamus and Gilbert were originally.
Does it look like the people in the window are alerted?
We'll find out. You know some movement coming from the inside of the building. It looks like the old man kind of hunches down, and as he does, he kind of spills some water or some sort of liquid onto the ground. As this happens, you see two individuals with rather long coats and build hats very similar to Seamus's come out into the living room. They both draw their weapons to start heading towards the door. It appears that they haven't noticed you yet, but they're getting ready to exit the building.
Motion Titus to hide. So is there anything nearby that we can try to hide behind?
I mean, there's several trees surrounding you.
Yeah, we'll get behind the tree.
What about the giant tankards?
The giant tankards? Yeah, you could hide behind those if you'd like.
I'll get behind a tree.
Tree? Okay.
Tankard.
Okay. Alright, as you hide behind a tree and you hide behind these tanks, why don't you both give me stealth rolls? Dex and stealth.
Oh
One.
no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
What?
Bestial.
I rolled 3 ones, 2 of them on my hunger dice, and for a total of 2.
Okay. And what'd you get?
1.
Okay. So this is what happens.
There's a bear inside.
Oh God!
Oh, well, you get a really good look at this since you head into the woods to hide from these individuals. As you take cover behind some brush, you notice that Titus doesn't quite realize how tall he really is. This vat's actually not that big, and you can clearly see him as bright as day with his rather bright mustard yellow shirt. As these two individuals step out, searching the area, the first thing they spot right away is Titus. Titus, the second you are found out, you, for whatever reason, your natural instincts kick in. You start to see fur grow on Titus's face as he starts to have his nose elongate and protrude to almost like a bear. He starts to grow these two really fuzzy bear-like ears on the side of his head. And these two men, what the fuck is that?
What the hell?
Oh no!
And you notice Titus starts to take on some bestial features. Titus, they are looking like they're about to fire upon you.
I will fire my vengeance on them. My bear-like vengeance.
How far am I from the building?
You didn't run that far. You're actually only a couple feet away. It appears that they don't pay any attention to you, and they're currently turned on Titus, and they appear to be...
They didn't turn me on. I turned myself on.
I want to look around as if there's any like rocks or anything on the ground around me I could pick up.
Alright, so combat has once again started to back up.
It's far.
Oh God!
Alright, so... Alona, since you are still in cover and they haven't noticed you quite yet, you are going to go first, and it's going to go Titus and then my two henchmen. Okay. It has been a night so far.
Yeah. We were supposed to wrap things up tonight. What time? How long's it been?
I'm not entirely too sure, but it's a finale.
You're in for a ride, chat. I don't even know how this is going to end. It's the best part about it.
You're going to use a rock. Yeah, you usually find some rather small rocks scattered throughout the forested area.
Are they? Is there a window behind where they're at?
There's a window to their left.
I want to try and bust the window out.
Should I bust the window?
Yeah.
out? Okay. All right. This is going to be a rather straightforward roll. It's going to be Dex plus Athletics.
Three. Okay, so it's 3.
3. You easily take out the window. It shatters into pieces. As you do this, the two of them snap towards the window to inspect what happened.
Okay.
All right. It is now Titus's turn. Titus.
I will charge him, use feral weapon, create my hand into a bear paw.
Okay. So your feral claws are bear claws.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You elongate your fingernails into bear-like claws, and you go to strike one of these individuals.
Roaring.
Roaring.
Like
Okay.
a bear.
Like a bear. So, why don't you go and give me strength or dex plus brawl? Whatever's the highest pool for you. And he's currently distracted right now. Thanks to Alona. Wow, how do you do that? Okay.
There's 8 hit.
It does. You barely graze him as he turns to look away. You swipe actually and gash his ear off.
Oh.
It actually kind of hangs there from his tendon. And he... Ugh! Alright, that is your turn.
That is my turn.
I'm just going to go ahead and roll for both of them. They are going to open fire on you. Titus, I need 2 dex and athletics rolls from you.
First one's going to be 8, and that's a mercy critical.
First one misses. Go ahead and roll again.
Willpower.
Okay.
Four.
4. Tigers.
5. I'm sorry.
5. Okay. Then you successfully dodge the second attack. Though the first one being a messy, you're rather sloppy with your dodge. As you do, you actually bash into the vat and dent it with your shoulder. And you notice liquid starts to pour out. Some of it splashes onto your shirt. Okay. It is Alona's turn.
Alright. I want to try to... How many tankers are there?
There's just one rather large.
Just the one that he bashed into?
Mhm.
I want to try to figure out the stealthiest route to take to get over to it.
Okay. So just to see how your vision is, when you're looking at Titus and the 2 individuals, to the right of the house is these tankers, to the left is the house. So they're kind of like right up on it, but you could easily walk over there. They just, if you want to go unnoticed, you would have to give me a dex and stealth roll.
Okay. I can do that.
And they're currently occupied with Titus, so I am going to give them disadvantage on
Got
that.
3.
Okay. You slip into the shadows with ease as your natural surrounding. You slip by the tank. What would you like to do?
It's leaking, you said?
It currently leaked onto Titus and it's leaking onto the ground. It smells rather pungent. It smells like alcohol.
So I have matches for my cigarettes.
About ready to go boom.
Okay.
I just want to see
not all liquor does it. So I want to and drop it on the alcohol on the ground and run away.
Well, to be fair, you did use your movement to get over to the tanker, and you're also
So you
now
stay there?
lighting it, so okay. I will be fair tonight, and give the two of you Dex and Athletics.
Who? Me?
Everybody.
Wait, me too?
No, just them.
All right, I was like, I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh. Pray for me.
Okay.
Just a 1. You know your willpower. 2.
Willpower. Three.
And I'm lighting the puddle on the ground. I'm not putting it in the tank.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did you get?
2.
2.
3.
So you're going to take. All right. You know.
Wait, is it a mental ability?
I don't think it's a mental ability, Titus.
Wait, hold on. Let
Slips
me finish.
next to you, and you don't know how she got there, but she went completely unnoticed. As the three of you are currently in combat, you notice Alona comes up, nonchalantly lights a match, and then drops it onto the ground. It engulfs the ground into flame. It rides up to your shoulder and engulfs you in flame, and you watch as the tank starts to catch on fire, it ignites, and it explodes. As this happens, all four of you go launching. So you got 2, right, Alona? You take 3 aggravated damage, and you are currently on fire. Titus, you take 2 aggravated damage, and you are currently on fire.
It's all going to hell, folks. It's all burned down.
You notice the 2 kind, or whoever they are, they also engulf, and they're catched by the blowback of this. You notice one, his face is completely engulfed with this alcohol and is currently rolling on the ground as you see his skin currently melting off. The side of the house is now engulfed in flames, and you notice the window has now blown out.
We're lost.
The old man comes stumbling out of the house, his long johns completely on fire as he's falling to the ground and burning alive.
Take him alive, they said.
Okay, so you both are on fire now. So currently, you'll take an aggravated per turn until you put this fire out.
How do you figure out your health?
Oh my fucking god!
What do you mean?
Like, how
Do
many?
you not know what your health is?
What do you add together to make your health?
Oh my god.
It's stamina. And something else.
Are you telling me you don't have your health calculated?
No.
It's stamina plus 3.
Stamina plus 3.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright. I think I can get out of this. Whose turn is it?
Okay. So Alona's was catching you both on fire.
Gotcha.
Now it is your turn. You are on fire.
Alright.
And I would have saw this explosion, right?
At this point, yes, you've seen a bright light flash off.
So I'd be making my way to my truck, and if I get to my truck, I'm gonna pull it up to the flames, and I'm gonna be looking for Titus and Alona.
It's in a forested area, so you can't quite drive there.
You can't quite drive there?
No.
So how far away? All right, so, but it's close enough that they would hear the honking, right?
They could if they roll well.
All right. So I'm gonna get in my truck. I'm gonna start it. And I'm just gonna lay on the horn.
Okay.
Alright. My turn though, right?
Yes, you are on fire, so now you're gonna have to give me results.
Yes, you're on fire.
So give me resolving composure. The difficulty of this is going to be 5.
Oh my god.
I did not get that.
You are freaking the fuck out. Your beast takes over and you're completely in flames. Your natural instinct is either you're going to lose the arm or you're going to try to put it out somehow.
Yes.
Okay.
Earth meld.
All right, you're going to earth meld.
That's correct.
Okay. Do you need a rouse for that?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and rouse.
Damn.
You get hungrier? You're at 4 hungry, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. You earth meld into the ground, and as you do, the flames extinguish, and you are no longer on fire. Alona.
I'm gonna do the old stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me resolving composure, same difficulty 5.
I somehow got nothing.
Okay, you are beyond terrified right now, which makes sense. You are in a Sombra and you're on fire. So you're gonna try to stop, drop, and roll, and put out the flames that are currently engulfing you. All right. You go ahead and give me. We'll just make this a straight Dex and Athletics. I'm just gonna set the difficulty of this at 2.
1.
Okay.
And a bestial.
Okay. You successfully put out the fire, but not without taking another aggravated.
Okay.
So, I'll wait for the
You
others.
Memphis.
I'll wait for the others, and
I'm sorry, I couldn't handle it anymore. I had
No, I'm proud. I'm honestly
I
proud.
wanted to blow it up.
you just okay.
Wait, what happened?
Nonchalantly.
Oh my
See
god.
if this is flammable.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I'm loving this chaos.
All right.
She almost did what you couldn't. Talk to person.
So now that the two of you are
Yeah, apparently it's harder than you think.
no longer on fire, what would you like to do?
Where's Titus? Do I see Titus?
I'm on the ground.
Titus is in the ground right now, so
Okay.
you don't see Titus.
All right. Do I see any more people outside the building or around the building?
You see the old man on fire, currently in the fetal position, dead. And then you notice that the other 2 individuals are currently on fire, both that look to be deceased.
And you said the building's on fire?
The building is engulfed right now,
Okay.
and everything is telling you you need to run away.
All right. I'm gonna go towards the sound of the honking.
And I'm laying on the horn.
Okay. All right, you start running away, and you start following the sound of a horn being laid on into the middle of the road. Titus, you are in the ground.
Yeah. Is it just like I can?
You can, yep.
I'm gonna come back up.
As you come back up, the first thing you see is that fire again, and you want to get away from it. All right, he's taking off.
Yeah.
All right, as you take off, you easily.
Do I hear the horn?
Yeah, you hear the horn. You usually catch up to Ilona, and you notice that she's running towards the truck. Her fine dress is singed with ash. You notice that part of her hair is also singed and burnt. You see the side of your arms completely burnt too.
No.
And you both walk up towards the truck.
As I'm laying on the horn, I'm opening up the door. Get in, we gotta get out of here. And I'm bleeding everywhere.
You notice that Gilbert's completely bloodied. The 2 of these look like they rolled around in fire.
I'm getting.
Where's Seamus?
He didn't make it.
Wait, what happened?
Marksman got him. Get in the truck. Let's go.
I'm in the truck.
Manipulation and subterfuge, please. I will need a wits and insight from the two of you.
And you said and subterfuge?
Yep, manipulation plus subterfuge.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Fuck.
7.
Bestial.
1.
Bestial. The sheer chaos just makes more of your bestial grizzly type features protrude out. Your burnt arm now becomes a bear arm.
What do you mean he doesn't make it? What happened?
And I drive.
What happened to you?
I'm in the bear.
And as I peel out and I start driving, we were following that stupid trail that Seamus was on. They must have had scouts out there or something. I got hit multiple times. Someone came on him. He was looking bad.
There's scouts out there and they saw you.
Well, he's not dead.
Find them.
He's dead. We need to go. We need to take this to Brian. We need to get the load in it. Know that this is a job for the Camarillo. This is it's way above us. We can't do this. This is something that they gotta take care of.
I don't know if there's going to be much for them to find anymore.
What happened to you guys? You guys look like you stood a little bit too close to a fire.
There was a fire. A big fire.
God,
The whole place is on fire.
did they set the place on fire on you?
Did you blow us up?
I didn't do anything.
Manipulation plus subterfuge. Wits and insight.
The Sombra and Ravenous just lying through their teeth.
The poor gangrel blew off.
Oh my.
Is this the same roll I just did?
Wits and insight, yeah.
Oh wait,
for
never
me.
mind. I'm sorry.
How much you get?
4.
4.
Oh, I'm on the roll. Hold on. Nope. 3.
What you get?
For what?
For your wits and insight.
Wait, what's not there? Did not see her. Not the match.
Yes.
Do I still not believe her?
You, for the life of you don't believe her. For whatever reason.
Oh, I do believe her. Or I don't believe her.
No.
You don't believe her.
That's so critical. 4, 5, 6, 7.
You
So?
lit a match.
I did no such thing.
I watched you do it.
You were also in your bear form and very angry.
My senses were heightened.
How were you watching anything except for the men pointing guns
My
at you?
senses were
I'm
heightened.
gonna rouse twice to heal.
Okay.
And how much is healing when you
You mend 1.
mend 1? Okay.
Alright. So my kindred, where are we going? Back to Ritzy's?
What's the call? Alona, you're the oldest here.
I'm the oldest here.
Really?
I think so.
You don't act like the old. All right. Well, whoever
How old are you?
who here is in charge.
111.
Then yes, you are the oldest.
All right. So I guess, bear man, tell us where we're going.
Why does it work that way?
I don't know. Is that how the camera works? Everyone who's
We're
older.
not the
I
Camarilla.
have connections down in St. Louis. We can try to make it to there.
I'm not going to St. Louis. Why the fuck do you keep wanting to run?
I'm sorry.
Listen, we have to all have our story straight, yes?
You blew us up.
I did no such thing.
I don't think she blew us up. I'm gonna look at Alona with a face where I'm like giving her like I know what you just did, but I'm gonna cover for you.
We should probably report to Brian.
I agree. We should go to Brian. Let him know that Balthazar's man came at us with reckless force, and he lost
His child.
his
lost.
child to that monster out in the woods.
No, this is all the tankard went ablaze in a hail of bullets.
I agree. I heard multiple shots as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at this moment, I'm going to drive in silence, just thinking, thank Lord, that Titus is an idiot and you can't put two and two together.
I'm so hungry. I'm just so fucking hungry.
Alright. So, the coterie shortly arrives back at Ritzy's, unfortunately down a member for unknown reasons. The coterie arrives. You all enter in.
Yes.
We're at Ritzy's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you enter into Ritzy's, battle-scarred and bloodied. You are quickly greeted as you enter into the lounge by Brian, a rather frustrated prince, currently standing upon stage again, still wielding his broadsword. So, I hear we have a witness. We've captured one of Balthazar's men.
Yes, Prince.
Close the door. You notice that Brian stands up. Where's Jameis?
Balthazar's men got him. Went to the distillery. They knew we were coming. Shit went south real fast and he didn't make it out.
It's one thing to fool Titus.
Can you give me a motivation and subterfuge?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Jesus.
That's why he's focused on lying through his teeth. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. You see Brian just lose his shit. He actually smashes a chair with his bare hands, just slamming it to the ground. You notice it breaks right through the rests. Prince, let me at him! You will come down in my presence. The three of you in front of me now. So you tell me Balthazar's men did this?
Yes.
Yes, Prince.
Roll for Prince. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. He's been a rather worthy tool. I believe we have enough evidence. Condolences, Brian, on the loss of your child. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the right to blood hunt, starting as now. You notice Brian doesn't say a word. He storms off and he slams the door behind him. Well, I believe you all. Service has been paid. Thank you. Until I need of you again, you can return back to your territories.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prince. Would Primogen Nikolai be available tonight?
I don't know what that child is doing. He's off with his Jameer.
Thank you, Prince.
And you see him leave.
Turn and walk away.
Alright. It's just a coterie. You all go your separate ways.
We'll look towards Titus and Ilona. What's all your plan for the city? What are you gonna do?
Try to keep my head, for starters, and definitely try to do less of anything involved with what we had to do today.
Well, none of us here are Camarillo, so we're not locked here to Chicago. Guess
Why would anyone want to stay in this city? This is awful.
because there's opportunities to be had. Titus?
So it seems you're tied down now, too.
I'm sure John probably will have a new location for me to hop around to, but I think I have a meeting with the Tremere region. So, she'll our paths cross again.
Good luck to you out there.
Luck to y'all. Hope we get to meet again one day, Bear Man.
Me too. Remember, let us not forget Seamus.
Yes.
His memory will stay with me forever.
Let us not forget. Seamus.
Oh, can I do an insight roll on him? For what he said that?
Sure. Okay, what's that insight?
That is a 2. A solid 2.
It's a little weird way of saying things, but he's been saying things weird all night. So maybe it's just his verbiage.
Until we meet again, Lady Ilona.
Right, try to get over your fear of naked bodies while you're out there.
Yeah. It's more of a formality, right? After all, I was married under God. I'm supposed to act like a man of God. But again, sometimes what you see ain't quite what's really there. Till next time. I turn around and I coldly walk out of the room.
Alright.
Seeing you around, Titus.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. Hopefully our paths cross in the future. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna retire into Ritzy's.
Alright.
And I'm gonna, as soon as I walk out, I'm looking for John, because I know he's been fucking following me this entire time.
Okay. Ilona, where would you like to go off to?
Home.
Home. Alright. So you two retire to your home. You head back towards your haven and search for your sire. As you pull up into your log cabin out in the middle of nowhere, you notice waiting out front is your sire. Not in his fox form, in his regular kindred form, his long, dark red hair, his coat draped over the rail, and he's actually currently smoking a cigarette, rocking back and forth in your chair out front on the porch.
I walk up, put a cigarette in my mouth.
Ah, mon ami. My enfant. How was your night?
Hey, you know how my night was. You fucking saw it.
Well, I will say, your new friends, that'd be a lot of fun, yeah?
They are fun. Good folks, but you know there ain't no such thing as friends. Besides, you're right. Camarilla, Anarchs,
They're all a bunch of idiots. They don't fucking know what they're doing. Trust anyone.
That be true. I don't know what to do.
Too easy.
It is too easy. You know, your grandfather, he offered me a job. He wants me to start acquisitioning him some, supplies. He's looking into livestock.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep focusing on what he's been working on right now. You know, I got a boon from the sheriff. Poor Milksop doesn't even realize I killed his child or not. I'm gonna meet with the Tremere region. I'm gonna find out the secrets of that bloodline, and when I do, then be sure, about ready to see a drink you'll have never seen before.
Wait, I gonna expect from you the best. Now you've been real well behaved, and I think you deserve a reward.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Walks up to your door and he pushes it open, and as he does, he sees sitting there is both your wife and child.
Flick my cigarette. Walk into the room. Charlotte, how are you?
So you're well up with tears as she embraces you. Your child runs to your leg and pulls and grips you tight.
Have been being treated all right?
Yes, he's been taking care of us. I didn't believe it when he said that we were going to see you again.
It's all right. It's all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Listen, you just do what you just do what John tells you, all right?
Oh no. They're your problem now.
Are you saying that with me?
Oh, so you've been well behaved, my child, and you feel to be done just fine. Plus, I'm rather curious how you gonna explain your condition. Watch them grow old.
All right.
Should be a fun one.
Hey, I feel I got something for you.
See him look up at you.
I was in Florida. There's a lot of interesting creatures down there. I got this little toy for you. I pull out this little wooden alligator figurine. I want you to have this, right? You take this, and I want you to give it to your son. He'll give it to his son. Maybe one day I'll take you down there and we'll go and see the alligators, right? You go ahead, you run on back of that room. Get to bed now, it's awful late. It's too late for a little boy to be up like this.
See him grip the toy tightly and start to scurry off towards bed. You notice that your wife leaves your embrace and follows him off to the bedroom.
No, Charlotte.
Yes, sir.
You can come here.
She walks up.
I'm gonna tell you this now. Once tomorrow morning, you're gonna wake up. You're gonna take Phil. You're gonna get out of here. You're gonna leave. You're never gonna talk my name. Never say my name. Never bring it up ever again.
We just...
I'm dead. It's done. I'm
I'm far beyond being the man that you married. Now you're gonna go ahead. You're gonna wake up tomorrow morning. You're gonna pack everything up. You're gonna take Phil. You're gonna get on out of here. You understand? You never talk about me. You never talk about John ever again. And if you do, I will find you. I'll carve your fucking heart out myself.
Sierra starts to shake and she runs off to run after her child. Oh, come now. No crocodile tears.
There ain't no tears for us, John.
Wait.
I've said this once, I'll say it again. I'm a demon. My boy's gonna be a demon, his boy's gonna be a demon. We all have it inside of us. You can't get rid of it. Might as well fucking embrace it.
Wait. I tell you what. I need to get going, but you enjoy your dance with the devil. Wait. You have a nice life, my child.
Till we meet again, John.
Wait. Till we meet again. See him walk off, take his coat from the railing outside, don it, see him vanish. As this happens, can you give me a stamina and composure?
Two.
As you watch your sire leave, you begin to for some reason you spit up blood. It's weird. It's never happened before.
Maybe it's just from the gallery.
So now, as our night comes to an end, and we conclude our NOIR story, that is our game tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, where is Cookie?
He's probably very upset somewhere.
He's upstairs sitting down.
Okay. So I'm going to do some house cleaning real quick as far as just plugging in a couple things. I don't know if you want to fetch him as we're doing that. So, as many of you know, I am currently, I believe we talked about this before. I was planning on doing a charity stream again for No Kindred Hungry, and we recorded that. It will be live June 4th.
Which is Thursday, I believe.
Thursday on Table Goth on their Twitch channel. So it is it's all for charity. So if you can tune in, I would greatly appreciate it. And you're probably wondering why I'm behind the ST screen again. We have taken precautions and we are safely doing this. So don't worry, we're not haphazardly doing this. And our state right now is currently reopening things and allowing up to 10 people to gather and what have you. So we're following state guidelines. And I know right now there's, on top of course, of having a pandemic, there's a lot of craziness in the world that's happening. So hopefully you all are staying safe out there. And together as a community, we can come together, and if you need some sort of outlet to either grieve or to either express your frustrations or to just relax, please come to the Discord and have some discussions. Ears are always open. I am still doing the one-shots. So the community one-shots, they have not stopped. I just haven't had a coterie in a while to sign up and schedule one. And of course, we all know how game scheduling goes. So I'll still be running those. And I am actually open to taking suggestions as far as if you want me to run Changeling, Or if you want me to run werewolf, I will gladly open a book and do my research so I can ST that too. Right now, it's more or less, instead of just doing it just for Chicago by Night, I just want to be our community's ST. So if you have something you want me to run or have interest in running and have some friends that want to play it, I'll be more than happy to sit behind the screen and entertain you all. At times like these, we can use any sort of entertainment or solace to relieve ourselves. So I'll be more than happy to be that for you. But I don't think we have anything else. We are reaching close to our 1,000 subscriber mark.
Very close to 1,000.
We just broke over 800, and we were just discussing it before recording what we were going to do. A couple things came up, like Prophets of Memphis giving a sermon, and also Memphis DJing. So there's a lot of ideas being thrown around for a 24-hour stream. We're currently deciding on the activities for that. It is a thank you out to the community and a thank you for helping us reach a goal. One of many goals to come. Do you guys have any announcements that you have?
And as you're watching this Sunday will be the return of Death Attack.
Death Attack, yeah.
It is going to be episode 14 at the shores of madness.
And then that following Monday should be
Chicago by Night. We are returning to.
Oh my gosh.
We're returning.
Right?
Chicago by Night, Monday.
Maybe, yeah.
TBA.
Yeah.
It is returning. We are coming back with Death Attack for sure. But just want to make my everything's in order. But it will be a lot sooner than later. So this will be airing here. I think when will we be airing this? Tomorrow. So tomorrow next Monday. So we will most likely come back next month, the following Monday with Chicago by Night. But just want to be for certain. Come to the Discord if you want the announcement for the exact time and date for Chicago by Night. So, all right. Do we have anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Cool. And well, as always, Kindred, remember the best time to tell stories is whenever it's near dark.
He's not here to say it.